Well, in this first reading, John the seer sees a vision of heaven, the door open, and a booming voice with a trumpet, like a trumpet, says, "Come up here, I will show you what is to come in the future." And there he saw on the throne the king, who's not described except in terms of light and color, and all the colors of the rainbow, ruby, emerald, green, surround him, a magnificent vision, and the 24 elders and the 4 beasts representing the evangelists. One could spend a lot of time unfolding this wonderful, wonderful vision. It was given to John at a time when the church was going through a hard time, being persecuted. And it is being given to us this afternoon to encourage us as we go through a dark period. So this wonderful singing in harmony, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. He was, He is, and He is to come." In the Gospel, we hear a story of a man who was going to go away. And the context, of course, is that Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem, and there are many expecting an announcement of him as the Messiah King. But it was to turn out to be a very different vision of what a kind of king Jesus was. It has many similarities to the parable that we had the other day, the one of the talents, but there are different numbers of characters. The quantity of gifts given is different, but there is this, that the nobleman in this story, as the man in the talents, was going away. Jesus would go away at the ascension. He gives his men, his servants, in this case his servants, these fellows, gifts that they are to invest and use, and give an account of them when he returns. Jesus uses images to bring out truths about our spiritual life, and he's often fond, as in here, of the world of business to instruct us about Christian living. He especially liked, it seems, the dynamic of investment, taking a risk and getting a return as the model of spiritual life, because these talents and these pounds given to his servants represent, of course, the supernatural gifts, the wonderful gifts, greater than any material gifts, that God gives us Christians, the gifts of the Spirit, which we are to use and for which we will be asked to give an account. Because God himself is all good, all goodness, and goodness can only, as it were, give itself away. God gives himself away, and what he gives us, we too are to risk in giving away. So notice that the first 2 servants increased their wealth precisely in the measure that they risked it. And this means that the one who truly has the divine life in him or her and the divine gifts knows how to make his life and his gifts a gift to others. And that, in turn, will make the original gift increase. The more we give, the more our gifts increase. And likewise, the opposite is true. From those who have nothing, even what they have will be taken away. This means that if you try to cling to the divine life that you have been given and do nothing, in short, you will lose it. And so Jesus, at the end of the Gospel, after this story, says that he went on ahead going to Jerusalem, where he will sit on a throne, a very different throne, the throne of the cross. And going through that journey on the cross, he ends up as the King enthroned in glory in heaven. And we too are summoned, called to be round that throne, singing that harmonious holy, holy, holy with him in the glory and splendor of heaven. But on the way, we need to use our gifts.